Who's that with you, Joy?
I don't know who this person is. He keeps staring out into the distance. He's kind of looming behind me. I don't know. Of course, this is Rob Riggle, and it is his 3rd annual Invitational.
That's right.
For the vets, because obviously it raises money for the Semper Fi Fund. I guess, tell me, you guys have a great turnout today.
We have a beautiful day to play, too, yes. And we did have a great turnout today. We had a great mix of veterans, celebrities, business leaders, so we're very excited for today.
Why'd you start this tournament?
I'm a veteran myself, and
you are?
Yes, and I know, right?
23 years, I believe.
That's right, that's right. And I saw a need, and I met some people from the Semper Fi Fund, and I saw the work they do, and they're very highly rated on the charity watchdog list, so I knew they did good work. 96 cents out of every dollar goes to where it's supposed to go. And so I wanted to get involved, and these guys were great partners, so we teamed up and decided to do some good for some veterans.
I mean, Semper Fi Fund provides immediate financial assistance for families and combat vets who are injured. Why is that a cause that you yourself personally wanted to champion?
Well, I was a Marine for a long time, and I deployed, and you know, but for the grace of God, that could have been me, one of those wounded veterans. And so we ask our veterans, we ask our servicemen and women to go out there and risk their life and limb for us and our way of life and our freedoms. And the least we can do is make sure when they come home, we take care of them.
Well, we got to talk about your service. 23 years in the Marine Corps. You served for the reserves, all while you were still doing comedy and acting, and then went into active service for how many years?
I was on active duty for 9 years and in the reserves for 14, for a total of 23.
Making you a lieutenant colonel?
That's right. I retired as a lieutenant colonel.
Why is that something that was important to you and to devote your life to?
Oh, I'm a very patriotic guy, and I love this country, and I think if you have the ability to serve and to give back, you should do it, but that's just me.
Well, I think that's wonderful.
Okay.
It's wonderful that you serve the country, and we certainly appreciate your service.
Well,
about the golf tournament, before you go, who else is playing?
Well, we got a lot of our veterans out here. We've got some wounded veterans out here, and we've got Will Ferrell.
I saw him.
Yes.
I recognized him.
Did you recognize? Good.
I did. I was like, oh, that's that funny guy.
Yeah. A very funny guy. And Michael Pena, also a funny and dramatic guy as well. Dennis Hasbert, Hallie Joel Osment. We got some really fun celebrities out here. So.
And Jim Hill from CBS 2.
Jim Hill. Jim Hill, the LA legend himself.
The legend himself,
is
Jim
here.
Hill, on the golf course.
Yeah. So it's been great, and like I said, we've got a great mix of business leaders and veterans and celebrities.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to chat with us. I know you want to get out there on the golf course yourself.
Yes.
And most importantly, I appreciate your service to
Thank
the
you very
country
much.
and for raising money for such a wonderful cause.
Thanks for being here today.
And for being a Kansas Jayhawk.
Yes!
You rock chalk!
Rock chalk! 2 people know what we're talking about.
I know, you and I.
Yeah.
We know what we're talking about.
Right.
Oh, too funny.
Thank
Love
you so
that.
much.
Thank you.
Well, soccer fans across the Southland are up bright and early this morning to watch Mexico take on Germany in the World Cup.
KCAL9's Joy Benedict is live at one of the many viewing parties this morning. This one in downtown LA, and it looks like a packed house there, Joy.
It really is. We're at La Plaza right here across the street from Olvera Street. And obviously we got a lot of folks rooting for Mexico. They almost scored, but almost is only good in horseshoes. We got a lot of disappointed fans. A lot of activity going out here right now. A sea of green for mostly folks cheering for Mexico. Look over there to the left-hand side, though. This venue is really great and family-friendly. We got some young folks, I guess, getting the soccer ball going around. We've got McDonald's here giving out Egg McMuffins for free. Everybody's really watching right now. Are we going to have a score? No. I'm sorry, I'm still here, but I don't think you guys can hear me over this. Obviously, Mexico just scored, and this crowd is going crazy. I don't know when they're going to quiet down, but I got Javier over here with me right now. Javier, what do you think?
I'm out of breath. I just did a lap. This isn't good for my blood pressure.
Oh my goodness, you guys have been waiting so long. I know you yourself been following Mexico for quite some time. Why is this so important to you?
It's just, well, you know, my dad passed away about 12 years ago. So I remember just memories of just being with him, watching the World Cup every single time that would come around. So it's just, for me, it's like a way to kind of keep his memory alive and connect with him. But then also, like, they call it the beautiful game for a reason. Every 4 years, the world kind of comes together and just sits around. You meet up with strangers. For 90 minutes, you watch a soccer game, and everybody forgets about everything else.
Sorry to hear about your father, but I'm sure he is cheering now.
Oh no, I'm sure he's very happy right now.
All right. Thank you, Javier. And you have a lot of stories like that really all over this area. Everybody just really cheering and having these great memories of rooting on Mexico from their parents or their grandparents or whoever they've watched the team with before. And they're happy to do it here in LA. And they're hoping that is not just one score, although our friends who are rooting for Germany up front may not be so happy right now.
Joy, we're waiting for you to blow that horn.
Oh, I know. I was too scattered here.
She's going to be an expert by the end of the morning.
Exactly. A couple more goals and she's good.
Yeah. Well, all aboard the Snowball Express. An exciting day for local children of fallen military heroes who will get a chance to celebrate the holidays in a very special way. KCON9's Joy Benedict is live for us this morning at LAX, where kids are getting ready for the annual Snowball Express. I love this story, Joy. Earlier you told us they have 15 chartered planes. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. They got 15 chartered flights. They're taking more than 1,700 children and their guardian, I should say, Gold Star families. And you can see we're live here in Terminal 4 right now, where American Airlines is. We got Santa Claus over there. We got a lot of kids coming up to meet him and to get some gifts. And I want to show you the very first kid in line when Santa arrived was this little young man right now. This is Desmond. How are you, Desmond?
Good.
And your mom, Jade? I guess tell me why did you want to see Santa today?
Yeah, I wasn't knowing that he would be here in a helicopter. I thought I was going to be jumping out of there with a parachute, but I was just like, okay.
Now, do you know where you're headed to today?
Disneyland.
Disney World in Florida, that's right. Do you know why you're going on this Snowball Express?
Because lots of families of Army militaries have died, so we had to celebrate them by going to places.
That's right, and you get to talk to other kids who are in similar situations, right?
Uh-huh.
Can you tell me about your dad?
Yeah, he was a very sweet man. He was trusting. He would always count on me to do anything.
That sounds like an amazing guy, and we're going to talk to your mom real quick. This is Jade Penix. I guess tell me, I know this is the second year you guys have participated in this. Why is it so important for you two to go?
It's just important because of all of the bonding that we get to do. Like, he gets to find friends who are just like him, and I get to find ones that have lost just like me. And it's easier when you find people who've gone through the same thing. So it's just an amazing experience. Like, all of the different tributes they have and all of the different balloon releases where we get to write a message to my husband, it's amazing.
Now, you lost your husband in 2016. Does it get any easier? Do things like this make the process any easier?
In a way it does, but no matter what what year it is, like for holidays, birthdays, it's always a sensitive thing.
Well, obviously, the Gary Sinise Foundation has been doing this for a long time. American donates all these flights for everybody. Mm-hmm. How does that feel to know that there's the community love out there?
It's amazing because, it's amazing because it feels like there's someone who's there for you, and it's a form of support.
Well, thank you. I know you guys are going to enjoy this trip and hopefully get a little bit of healing in there, too.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Jade. And that's really what you're going to hear from a lot of families here this morning, is how important this is for them, not only for the vacation, not only to get away from their day-to-day lives, but to bond with other people who are in the same situation. You're talking about Gold Star families, those who have lost ones while they were active in the line of duty, and it's certainly a very difficult situation and sort of a club that nobody really wants to belong to, but once you're in it, it helps to have that companionship from others who really know what it feels like to go through this. I'll send it back to you. The plane itself takes off at about 9 o'clock this morning, so we'll have more throughout the show.
Oh, all right, Joy. I love Jade and Desmond. I hope they have a wonderful trip. Thanks for introducing us to them.
Well, volunteers in Irwindale will be transforming giant structures into elaborate floral masterpieces for the Rose Parade.
And it's all being done with flowers, plants, seaweed, and a whole lot of patience. Our Joy Benedict is live in Irwindale to show us how things are shaping up. Good morning, Joy.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, definitely a lot of patience. They start planning these months ago. We're in front of now the Stella Rosa float, and I want to show you just the front here. That is the Magic Genie granting wishes as wine flows from her hands. How amazing is that going to be? And I'm joined now by Dante Colombati with Stella Rosa. Thanks for joining us so early on this Saturday morning.
Absolutely. Thank you. I mean, how could you not be excited with this amazing float? I mean, we've got this amazing band called Kool and the Gang. Of course, they had their smash.
I've heard of them.
You've heard of them?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good. They celebrate good times. We'll sing it later. But we have about 75 dance troops around our float and performance by Kool and the Gang. So you can't go wrong with that.
Let's be honest, you had me at wine.
You know what? Celebrate good times. Come on.
Well, I love all the flowers. And actually, let's walk this way if you can see these, because they haven't put the flowers on yet. Today, they're going to start putting the hardier flowers on. We got some cabbage, we got some carnations and all that stuff that's going on here. But of course, the icing on top are those roses, and they're going to be decorating the bed there. What can you tell me about the flowers on your float?
Absolutely. So not even the organizers know exactly how many roses and flowers are on this float, but we do know, and I have found out, we do have 12,000 orange roses on our float, and that's a lot of roses and a lot of man hours go into this.
Well, can you talk to me a little bit about the theme of your float?
Absolutely. So it's Taste the Magic, and it's always about celebrating good times and responsibly, and also with those that matter. But most importantly, we're granting wishes all year long. And so this genie represents just going into a new year, a new beginning, and also just giving back. And so that's what our Stella Rosa wines and our family is all about, is giving back. And we just want to kind of represent that in this float.
And what I like that you just told me that I wasn't aware, but Stella Rosa is a Los Angeles company.
It is. San Antonio Winery. It's been in our family since 1917, 102 years now.
And there used to be vineyards in downtown LA.
Believe it or not, there is. Now all our vineyards are in Paso Robles, Napa, and Monterey. And of course, Stella Rosa comes from a beautiful little region in northern Italy.
Oh my God, that's so wonderful, Dante. I'm so excited to see the finished product. It's been a pleasure having you here with us.
Thanks, Joe.
Although I don't have any wine in my hand. I think
we're gonna be right back. We're gonna go get some wine, and we'll see you soon.
We get up early. It's never too early for something if we mix it with juice.
Absolutely. Let's celebrate good times together.
I love
Stella
it.
Rosa.
We're celebrating. We'll talk to you guys later. I got my wave.
Don't forget to come back, Joy.
Yeah, and we have a couple more hits on the KCAL9 News at 7 o'clock, so we hope to see you then, Joy.
Not too much celebrating.
Yeah.